Did you know that every 10 seconds that passes, one more person dies from complications of diabetes in the world? More than just a chronic disease, diabetes is quietly becoming the pandemic of the century with an alarming rate of spread. According to a report by the World Health Organization, WHO, there are currently more than 537 million people with diabetes globally, and this number is expected to increase to 643 million by 2030. What's scarier is that many people don't know they have the disease until complications have occurred. Have you ever felt tired, constantly thirsty, or lost weight for unknown reasons? Do you think you're just stressed or eating unscientifically? Be careful. These may be early warning signs of diabetes that many people often ignore. Diabetes not only weakens the body, but is also the silent enemy of the heart, kidneys, eyes, and nervous system. If not well controlled, it can lead to stroke, kidney failure, blindness, and even amputation. However, the good news is that you can completely control your blood sugar levels naturally. With just a few small changes in your diet, lifestyle habits, and how you take care of your body every day, you can stabilize your blood sugar, reduce the risk of complications, and even reverse the disease in the early stages without relying entirely on medications. Don't wait until it's too late. Right now, discover 8 simple but extremely effective tips to help you control your blood sugar levels naturally. 1. Exercise regularly. Each year, more than 6.7 million people die from diabetes. This means that every 5 seconds, a person loses their life due to complications of this disease. More frighteningly, millions of people are approaching the perilous line without even knowing it until it's too late. But there's good news. You can avoid that bad scenario with just one simple change: exercise. Studies have shown that just walking for 30 minutes a day, you can reduce your risk of diabetes by up to 58%. This is not a random number, but has been proven by the Diabetes Prevention Program, DPP, one of the largest studies on diabetes prevention. Exercise not only helps you lose weight, but it is also a powerful tool in controlling blood sugar levels. When you exercise, muscles use glucose for energy, which naturally lowers blood sugar. In addition, regular exercise also helps improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body process sugar more efficiently even after a first workout. The great thing is that you don't have to spend hours in the gym. Simple activities such as a 30-minute walk, cycling, swimming, or yoga can also provide significant benefits. If your job requires long sitting, get up and move every 30 minutes to avoid elevated blood sugar due to sedentary activity. In 2013, actor Tom Hanks revealed that he had been diagnosed with prediabetes. Before that, he often felt tired, craved sweets, and had an unstable weight, but did not know that he was in danger. The doctor warned that if he didn't make lifestyle changes, type 2 diabetes would become a part of his life. It was a serious wake-up call, and Tom Hanks decided to take immediate action. He started exercising regularly, walking and jogging for at least 30 to 45 minutes a day. Combined with a healthier diet, the results were astonishing. After only a period of perseverance, his blood sugar level returned to a stable level. Tom Hanks shared that exercising not only helps him stay in control of his health, but also makes him feel more energized than ever. Do you want to control your blood sugar and protect your health right now? Start today. Just one small step can change your future. 2. Control carbohydrate intake. Did you know that just by eating a slice of white bread, your blood sugar can rise faster than drinking a can of soft drinks? Or that consuming too many refined carbohydrates can silently destroy the pancreas, cause the body to lose control of blood sugar, and ultimately lead to diabetes, a disease that kills 6.7 million people each year. What's even scarier is that you may be eating the wrong way every day without even realizing it, until complications strike. Spikes in blood pressure, impaired vision, numbness in the limbs, cardiovascular damage. It all starts from the wrong eating habits. You may think you're still healthy, but the truth is that every day, your body is being quietly eroded by refined carbohydrates. By the time symptoms appear, it may be too late. Carbohydrates are an integral part of the diet, but if consumed in the wrong way, they can cause serious harm to health. When you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into sugar, glucose, which then helps transport sugar into cells for energy. However, if you consume too many refined carbs or insulin that doesn't work well, sugar will build up in your blood, increasing your risk of type 2 diabetes. Many celebrities have faced serious consequences for not controlling carbohydrates properly. For example, singer Elvis Presley, who used to have a diet rich in refined carbohydrates, fast food, and sugar, has suffered from many serious health problems, including heart disease and diabetes, leading to rapid health decline in the last years of life. In contrast, former U.S. President Bill Clinton avoided serious consequences when he decided to change his diet. After being warned by his doctor about the risk of diabetes and heart disease, he eliminated refined carbs, switching to complex carbs such as green vegetables, whole grains, beans, and seeds. The results were astonishing. Bill Clinton not only lost weight, but also effectively controlled blood sugar and reduced the risk of chronic disease. You don't need to cut out carbohydrates completely, but choosing the right type and controlling your intake will help you stabilize your blood sugar, maintain a healthy weight, and reduce your risk of disease. Will you leave your body devastated by refined carbs, or will you act now? The decision is yours. 3. Increase fiber. You may be killing yourself without even knowing it, not because of tobacco or alcohol, but because you don't eat enough fiber. A lack of fiber can cause blood sugar levels to spike, such as when drinking a can of carbonated soft drinks. Every year, millions of people suffer from diabetes, stroke, and heart disease simply because they don't eat enough fiber. The digestive system is stagnant, cholesterol is high, blood sugar is out of control. All are quietly destroying your body day by day. You may think you're still healthy, but in reality, if you don't get enough fiber, you have a 40% higher risk of diabetes, a 30% increased risk of stroke, and a significantly reduced life expectancy. Imagine waking up one morning, feeling dizzy, numb limbs, heart palpitations that could be a sign of a spike in blood sugar caused by a lack of fiber in your diet. And worse, one day, you may be diagnosed with diabetes just because you have ignored the most important factor in nutrition, fiber. But the good news is that you can prevent all of these risks just by changing your eating habits today. Fiber not only helps with healthy digestion, but also plays an important role in controlling blood sugar. When you eat foods rich in fiber, the digestion and absorption of sugar will take place more slowly, helping to prevent a spike in blood sugar. This helps reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes and maintain stable blood glucose levels throughout the day. But if you're thinking, I'm fine with eating less fiber, think again. According to research from Harvard University, people who consume less than 10 g of fiber per day are twice as likely to develop diabetes as those who eat the recommended amount. For example, John Parker, a successful entrepreneur in his 40s. Because of his busy work, he often eats fast food and skips green vegetables. After only 5 years, he was diagnosed with prediabetes, uncontrolled weight gain, and faced the risk of heart disease. When the doctor asked him to change his diet by adding more fiber, after only 6 months, his health improved markedly and his blood sugar levels returned to normal. If John can change, so can you. Fiber is divided into 2 main categories, each of which has an important role in health. Soluble fiber acts as a protective shield for blood sugar. When it enters the body, it dissolves in water, forming a gel layer that helps slow down the absorption of sugar and cholesterol. This type of fiber is abundant in oats, lentils, green beans, chia seeds, flax seeds, fruits such as apples, oranges, and grapefruits. Insoluble fiber promotes healthy digestion, prevents constipation, and aids in the elimination of toxins from the body. It is found in green vegetables such as broccoli, kale, whole grains, brown rice, whole grain bread, legumes, and seeds. According to research from the American Diabetes Association, ADA, people who consume at least 25-30 g of fiber per day have a 30% lower incidence of diabetes than those who eat less than 15 g/day. Another study in The Lancet also found that people on fiber-rich diets live longer and were less likely to develop cardiovascular disease. Do you want to extend your life, stay away from diabetes and cardiovascular disease? Let's take a look at how to supplement fiber easily. Adding fiber to the diet is not difficult. You can start with small but effective changes like adding greens to every meal, a cup of boiled vegetables, or a salad that can provide significant amounts of fiber. Choose whole wheat foods instead of refined, brown rice instead of white rice, whole grain bread instead of white bread. Adding seeds and beans to the diet, just a handful of chia seeds or flax seeds per day, can help you stabilize your blood sugar better. You might think that missing out on a meal with greens isn't a big deal, But the truth is that every day of fiber deficiency is a step closer to disease. Will you continue to eat the same way and take health risks, or will you act now to protect yourself? You can start today. Just one high-fiber meal a day can be the difference between living a healthy life or having a lifetime of chronic illness. What do you choose? 4. Drink enough water. You may be ruining your body without realizing it, just because you don't drink enough water. Every 6 seconds that passes, a person dies from complications of diabetes. But what's scarier is that a lack of water can also cause your blood sugar to skyrocket, no different from drinking a can of soft drinks. A lot of people don't realize that dehydration can cause insulin resistance, which increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. When the body is not hydrated, the kidneys cannot filter out excess sugar, causing blood sugar to accumulate and gradually destroy vital organs. The circulatory system is disturbed, the heart is weakened, brain cells are damaged, all because of a seemingly harmless habit. Imagine, you wake up one morning, your mind is spinning, your heart is pounding, your limbs are shaking. Think you're just tired? But in fact, it can be a sign of uncontrolled blood sugar due to dehydration. If this continues, one day, you may get the news that you have diabetes, just because you don't drink enough water. Think this is just theory? Consider the case of Michael Sanders, a 45-year-old successful entrepreneur. Because of his busy schedule, he often forgot to drink water, instead coffee and soft drinks to stay awake. After only a few years, he suffered from prediabetes and high blood pressure. Cause? The body is chronically dehydrated, causing insulin to work inefficiently and blood sugar to constantly skyrocket. The good news is that you can completely prevent this just by changing your water drinking habits today. Drinking enough water not only helps prevent diabetes, but also helps the body function optimally. Make sure to drink at least 2 liters of water a day to maintain metabolism and eliminate excess sugar. At the same time, minimize sugary drinks such as soft drinks, milk tea, and canned juices. These drinks not only raise blood sugar but also cause obesity, insulin resistance, and many other health problems. A small but effective tip is to drink a glass of water before meals. Research from the American Institute of Nutrition shows that this helps reduce hunger, better weight control, and avoid overeating. If you think canned juice is a good choice, think again. A can of soft drink can contain up to 39 g of sugar, equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar, far exceeding the level that the body can safely process in a day. Research from the American Diabetes Association also indicates that people who drink soft drinks daily have a 26% higher risk of developing diabetes than those who don't. Not only that, regular consumption of sugary drinks also increases the risk of obesity, fatty liver, and even negatively affects the nervous system. If you find it difficult to maintain the habit of drinking water, always carry a water bottle with you to remind yourself to drink regularly. Use a reminder app if you forget, and add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint to the water to create a natural flavor without sugar. At the same time, form a habit of drinking water at fixed times, such as a glass after waking up, a glass before each meal, and a glass before bed. Whether you choose filtered water or soft drinks every day can determine your health in the future. You can keep drinking soft drinks, let your blood sugar rise and damage your body, or you can start today with a simple but life-saving habit, drinking enough water every day. The choice is yours, before it's too late. 5. Get enough sleep. You may be quietly destroying your body without realizing it, just because of a lack of sleep. Think staying up late only makes you tired the next day? Think again. Just one sleepless night can cause your blood sugar to skyrocket like eating a large ice cream cake. Studies have shown that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night have a 28% higher risk of diabetes. And what's scarier? Sleep deprivation can kill you faster than unhealthy eating. Imagine, you wake up one morning, feeling exhausted, your heart racing, your mind spinning. Do you think you're just stressed out because of work? Not. Your body is in a state of severe insulin resistance. Blood sugar levels may have spiked without you even realizing it. And if you continue to maintain this habit, you may one day wake up in the emergency room with a stroke or diabetes complication, just because of a lack of sleep. But the good news is that you can completely change that just by adjusting your sleep today. Our bodies operate according to a complex biological mechanism in which sleep acts as a repair machine that helps regenerate cells, regulate hormones, and control blood sugar. When you don't get enough sleep, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which not only makes you irritable but also impairs insulin sensitivity. This means that even if you don't change your diet, your blood sugar will still rise just because your body can't process glucose properly. Not stopping there, sleep deprivation also disrupts two important hormones that control hunger: ghrelin and leptin. When you don't get enough sleep, the elevated ghrelin makes you feel hungry all the time, while leptin, the hormone that signals satiety, drops sharply. As a result, you crave more food, especially sweets and starches, leading to uncontrolled weight gain and unbalanced blood sugar. Have you ever felt a constant hunger or craving for sweets after a sleepless night? It is not a coincidence. David Johnson, 38, an office worker who is not obese, has no history of diabetes but regularly sleeps less than 5 hours a night. He felt that his body was getting more and more tired, his appetite was increasing, and his weight was gaining uncontrollably. When he went to the doctor diagnosed him with prediabetes even though his diet had not changed. Reason? Prolonged sleep deprivation disrupted hormones, causing his body to resist insulin. After only 3 months of sleep adjustment, ensuring 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, his blood sugar level has returned to normal levels. David is not the only case. A study from Harvard Medical School found that 70% of patients with type 2 diabetes have a history of prolonged insomnia. Sarah, 42, used to stay up late to work and often slept less than 5 hours a night. After only 2 years, she suffered from severe insulin resistance even though she did not eat a lot of sugar. When she changed her habits, slept on time, and got enough sleep, after only 4 months, her blood sugar stabilized. Are you making the same mistake? If you want to control your blood sugar effectively, start with sleep. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps the biological clock work stably. Avoid caffeine and blue light from phones and computers at least an hour before bedtime, as blue light can inhibit melatonin, the hormone that makes it easier to fall asleep. Keep the bedroom dark, cool, and quiet to create an ideal environment for the body to relax. Don't eat too late, especially foods high in sugar and starch, as they can cause a sudden spike in blood sugar and make it difficult to sleep. Spend at least 10 minutes relaxing before bed, maybe reading, listening to soft music, or meditating to help your body get ready for deep sleep. If you think sleep deprivation only makes you tired the next day, think again. Studies have shown that not getting enough sleep increases the risk of a series of dangerous diseases. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night increases your risk of obesity because the hormone that controls hunger is disturbed and causes you to eat more than usual. Not getting enough sleep also increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, as prolonged insomnia can cause hypertension and damage the cardiovascular system. Not to mention, poor sleep also directly affects memory and concentration, impairs work performance, and makes you make inaccurate decisions. In particular, people who sleep less than 6 hours per night have a 30% higher risk of stroke according to research by the American Heart Association. Do you want to keep betting on your health just for a few hours staying up late? You may be eating healthy and exercising regularly, but if you lack sleep, all those efforts can be in vain. Sleep is more than just a time of rest. It's the foundation that helps the body stay healthy, control blood sugar, and prevent chronic diseases. You have two options: keep staying up late, let your body fall into a spiral of illness, or change tonight. Turn off your phone earlier, go to bed on time, and help your body recover. Do you want to take control of your health, or let your health control you? 6. Weight management. You may be pushing yourself to the brink of diabetes without even knowing it, just because you're overweight. Do you think that just being 5 to 10 kilograms is not a big deal? Think again. A study from the Diabetes Prevention Program, DPP, has shown that just by gaining 5 kilograms, your risk of diabetes has almost doubled. What's scarier? For every kilogram of excess fat that accumulates in your body, you are closer to the risk of stroke, heart failure, and premature death. Imagine, you don't eat too much sugar, you don't drink soft drinks, but your body is always tired, thirsty constantly, and has an abnormal appetite. Think this is just a sign of stress? Not. This is a warning that your body is falling into a state of severe insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes at any time. And the worst part? By the time you find out, it may be too late. But the good news is that you can prevent all of these risks just by losing a fraction of your weight today. Excess fat doesn't just make you look heavier, it also acts as an armor that prevents insulin from working. When visceral fat accumulates, insulin is effectively impaired, making it impossible for the body to absorb glucose, leading to an uncontrollable rise in blood sugar. This is why 80% of people with type 2 diabetes have weight problems. Not only that, being overweight also leads to a series of serious health problems. Visceral fat narrows blood vessels, increases blood pressure, and increases the risk of stroke. Cholesterol also increases, causing dyslipidemia, which easily leads to atherosclerosis. Along with that, fatty liver gradually forms, liver function is seriously impaired. According to research from Harvard, obese people have a 20% higher risk of premature death than people of a healthy weight. You may be inadvertently shortening your own lifespan just because of excess weight. Not everyone is lucky enough to realize this early. Robert Anderson, 50, once ignored his doctor's warnings about his weight. He thinks that a few extra pounds is not a big deal. After only 3 years of maintaining an uncontrolled eating habit, he suffered from type 2 diabetes, had to take daily insulin injections, and even lost sensation in his legs due to neurological complications. If he had lost weight earlier, things might have been different. But not everyone is like Robert. Some lucky people recognize early and act promptly. Like Michael Brown, 42, an office worker who used to weigh 95 kilograms. He was often tired, thirsty, and suffering from joint pain. When he went to the doctor concluded that he had prediabetes and advised him to lose at least 7 kilograms to improve his health. Initially, Michael didn't believe that losing weight could help him stabilize his blood sugar. But after adopting a healthy diet and exercising, in just 4 months, he lost 8 kilograms. The results were incredible. His blood sugar dropped to normal levels, his heart health improved markedly, and he felt more energized than ever. Do you want to be Michael, or will you follow Robert's path? If you want to lose weight to control blood sugar, you don't need to fast or exercise intensely. Just eat foods rich in protein and fiber to help you stay full for longer and control hunger effectively. Prioritize foods such as lean meat, fish, eggs, green vegetables, lentils, oats. At the same time, avoid refined sugar and processed foods because sweets, and soft drinks not only cause blood sugar spikes but also cause the accumulation of visceral fat. Advocacy also plays an important role. You don't need to go to the gym. Just walking, cycling, or jumping rope for at least 30 minutes a day can effectively burn excess fat. Another factor that cannot be ignored is sleep. Lack of sleep increases the hormone ghrelin, the hormone that causes hunger, which makes you crave more food. Get enough sleep so that your body burns calories more efficiently. Drinking enough water is also important, helping to purify the body, reduce appetite, and support the fat-burning process. Every day, make sure to drink at least 2 liters of water. You can continue to eat the same way, so that the weight continues to gain and push you closer to the chronic disease. Or you can take action today, gradually changing your diet and workouts to regain control of your own health. The choice is yours. Do you want to be in control of your body or let illness take control of you? 7. Smart snack choices. Do you think snacking is a bad habit? The truth is that not all junk food is harmful, but the worrying thing is that most people are making the wrong choice. We inadvertently feed our bodies with foods that cause blood sugar to get out of control, causing us to gain weight quickly without even knowing it. A study from the American Heart Association found that processed junk foods high in sugar and saturated fat can increase the risk of heart disease by up to 30% and cause severe blood sugar disorders. When you eat a packet of snacks or cookies, blood sugar can spike within 30 minutes, but soon after, it drops suddenly, making you feel hungry faster and craving constantly. Imagine, you just ate a chocolate bar and feel energized. But after just an hour, you fall into a sluggish state, lose focus, and the hunger comes back stronger. This is the roller coaster effect of blood sugar, making the body always in an unbalanced state. If you maintain this habit for a long time, the risk of diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease increases significantly. But the good news is that you can snack smartly. Not all junk foods are harmful. If you know how to choose, you can take advantage of them to stabilize blood sugar, control weight, and maintain overall health. Almonds and walnuts are great options because they are high in healthy fats, protein, and fiber that help maintain stable blood sugar. A study from Harvard University found that eating 30 g of nuts per day can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by 23%. Greek yogurt is a good source of protein that helps support digestion and control blood sugar levels. If you like crunchy snacks, hummus-dipping vegetables will be an ideal choice because hummus provides plant protein to help you stay full for a long time without causing blood sugar to skyrocket. In addition, peanut butter combined with apples is also a great solution to maintain stable energy throughout the day. But besides good foods, there are snacks that you absolutely need to stay away from. Biscuits, snacks, and chips contain a lot of refined starch and saturated fat, causing blood sugar to rise rapidly but also drop suddenly, making you crave even more. Soft drinks and canned juices are also a trap because they contain sky-high amounts of sugar. A can of soft drinks can contain up to 10 teaspoons of sugar, far exceeding the recommended daily level. Many people believe that energy bars sold in supermarkets are a good option, but in fact they contain a lot of hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates, which negatively affect insulin and make you gain weight quickly. If you have a habit of consuming these foods, consider changing them today. Snacking isn't just about choosing the right foods, it's also about how you eat them. If you feel hungry between meals, choose a snack rich in protein or fiber instead of fast food. Avoid emotional eating, as many people tend to snack when bored or stressed, causing them to consume too many calories unnecessarily. Always have healthy snacks on hand in the fridge that will make it easy to control your choices. Sometimes, the body confuses hunger and thirst, so before snacking, try drinking a glass of water and wait 15 minutes. You will know if you are really hungry or just dehydrated. You can continue to snack uncontrollably, let your blood sugar fluctuate erratically, and face the risk of diabetes and obesity. Or you can start making changes today by making smarter snack food choices, which help stabilize blood sugar, control weight, and improve overall health. Which path will you choose? 8. Be careful when using dietary supplements. Do you think apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, or berberine actually helps control blood sugar? The internet is full of praise for the miraculous effects of dietary supplements, but are those claims really true or are they just hype? Many people with diabetes or at risk of prediabetes have turned to these products in the hope of stabilizing blood sugar without medication. Some small studies suggest that cinnamon may help improve insulin sensitivity, apple cider vinegar may slow the absorption of sugar after meals, and berberine may have a similar effect to metformin, a popular diabetes medication. However, the problem is that most of these studies are limited, lack large-scale, and insufficient evidence to assert that dietary supplements can replace mainstream treatments. Imagine, a person diagnosed with prediabetes decides to stop taking medication. Instead, they trust apple cider vinegar and cinnamon completely because they have read magical stories online. 6 months later, they return to the clinic with spikes in blood sugar, neurological damage, and a higher risk of complications. This is not an uncommon situation. However, not all dietary supplements are useless. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that people who consumed 500 milligrams of berberine per day for 12 weeks had an average 0.9% decrease in HbA1c levels. This suggests that berberine may have the potential to aid in blood sugar control, but should be used properly and under medical supervision. In fact, not all supplements are equally effective. Among popular products, berberine has the strongest evidence, with some studies indicating that it has a nearly metformin-like effect. Cinnamon has potential, but studies are conflicting, and apple cider vinegar mainly aids in slowing the absorption of sugar after meals, but has no significant long-term effects. This means that taking supplements without supervision can lead to dangerous misunderstandings, especially if you think they can completely replace medications. Not only that, but some dietary supplements can cause serious side effects or interact with diabetes medications. Berberine, for example, can excessively lower blood sugar if taken with insulin or metformin, leading to a dangerous risk of hypoglycemia. Apple cider vinegar is highly acidic and can irritate the stomach, damaging tooth enamel if used for a long time. So how to use dietary supplements safely? The most important rule of thumb is to consult your doctor before taking it, especially if you are being treated for diabetes or have other health problems. There is no panacea for diabetes, and relying on word of mouth to ignore scientific treatments can have serious consequences. Dietary supplements can be an adjunct tool, but they should not replace medications or a healthy lifestyle. Use them responsibly, with advice from a medical professional, to make sure you're actually protecting your health, not betting on unproven advertisements. You can choose an approach based on science and factual evidence, or you can bet your health on unsubstantiated claims. The decision is yours. Diabetes is not a death sentence, but it can become a nightmare if you ignore the warning signs and continue with the wrong lifestyle. With each passing day, millions of people around the world are facing this disease, many of whom have no idea that what they eat, how they move, and even their sleep habits can determine the future of their own health. But the good news is that you don't have to wait until it's too late to act. Small changes in lifestyle can make a huge difference. A scientific diet, controlling carbohydrate intake, getting enough fiber, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and maintaining a healthy weight can help you control your blood sugar levels naturally. Don't let small mistakes today lead to serious consequences in the future. You don't have to give up the things you love completely, but you can learn to make smarter choices to protect your own health. Remember that you are not alone in this fight. A lot of people have been working hard to control their diabetes, and every success story is an inspiration to keep going. If you have ever gone through a journey of blood sugar control or have useful tips, don't hesitate to share them in the comments below. By sharing your story, you can help someone find hope and motivation to change. If you find this information useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving valuable knowledge about health. Your support not only helps the channel grow, but it also helps spread important messages to more people. Thank you for watching, wish you good health, and see you in the next videos.